All right, so I'm going to be going over if the Google Pixel 5a is worth buying after using it for a week. Now, we'll say this is a really nice mid-range phone, sells for $450. Would have been better if they just priced it at $400, but Google's got to squeeze that extra 50 out of us. What are you going to do? Now, there is one major flaw this phone has, which I'm also going to cover, but as we argue this, if you guys could tap the like button on this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you want to check out our full written review for it as well, I'll have a link in both the description and comments. Now, I absolutely love the design of this phone. It comes in like a foresty olive color. It's also got an aluminum backing on it, so it's pretty premium. The display on it is also really nice. So it's got a 6.34-inch OLED HDR display. It's got Gorilla Glass 3, doesn't pick up any fingerprint smudges or anything like that, which is awesome. It's also a very fast phone. It's got a Snapdragon 765 processor on it. So basically playing any like high graphic game, anything like that, you're good to go. Now for a mid-range phone, the camera on it is decent. It's about what you'd expect. It's got a 12.2 megapixel back camera on it. It can do 4K by 60 frames per second video recording. And I just pulled up a quick picture of my Galaxy Z Flip 3. Love that phone. And we've got my Jason Voorhees coffee mug. So I'm just showing a couple examples of what like the picture quality looks like on here. But as far as like phone photography goes, it's decent. Don't expect like the world on this phone, but it's not bad. Next thing I want to do is kind of just go over the loudness and just some of the video quality. So I'm going to let this clip play for about a minute. Okay, now I want to talk about the flaw this phone has. Now, when you play certain games, it will not pull them up in full screen, and there's no option in the settings to change this. Now, I don't know if it's a Pixel 5a issue or if it's just a Pixel issue in general, but, on Samsung phones, they have an option. Even on Motorola phones, they have an option now where you can make apps go full screen. But you can see an example here playing Alto's Odyssey, which is an awesome game. On the left side of the screen, it's not completely in full screen. Now, this isn't on every single game you play because I'm going to load up another one here in a second, Marvel Contest of Champions. Just be aware you are going to have to deal with this issue on this phone. Now, I will say one really nice thing, though, about the Google Pixel 5a is that it's got a really long battery life. It's got a 4680 built-in mAh battery on it, which is actually huge for the size of the phone this is. And I've noticed that when I've had the phone kind of just sitting on my desk, just basically in standby mode, I guess you can say, it's really held its battery life really well. So that is another nice thing about the Pixel 5a. The battery life on it is incredible. Anyways, I want to play a little bit of this game right here, probably get a couple fights in, and you can see this game's fine with the full screen, no issues. And then I'm just going to give you my final thoughts right after this on if this phone is worth buying or not. Okay, so is the Google Pixel 5a worth buying? I would say it is. I think the price on it makes sense. You know, it's got that $450 price point. Wish it was $400. Maybe Google drops the price after a few months, who knows? But it's got a premium design. The display size is good. It's very loud. It's fast. The battery life on it is fantastic. You're really just dealing with that one issue it has, which is, you know, sometimes some games you play aren't going to come in full screen. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.